probably see from the picture, this is what if... Sorry about that. Messed up the intro, but this is what if Naruto was Uzumaki. Okay guys, I'm gonna make 6 what ifs about Naruto. Okay, I'm gonna do this where which one either hits 10 likes on each video or 30 likes on one. We'll continue, and then later on, if one of them hits, I would make different parts, another part of it, and all that. But in this one, Naruto would be full Uzumaki. That means his father, Minato, the 4th Hokage. If nobody never knows this, why are you watching Naruto What Ifs? Since this probably already spoiled it for you. But since he's Uzumaki, he would be protected more often. And all that. And his chakra control would probably be worse. But it would probably be even better since his chakra is stronger. And it can interfere more with the Nine Tails chakra interfering with his chakra control. So in theory, that should either make his chakra control worse or better. But in this one, it would make it better for me. But Naruto would grow up about the same exactly like it was. But before he would fail the whole exams, the academy 3 times in a row. And this is running 4th one. And he would fail technically on papers right now. But afterwards, Mizaki would tell him about the scroll of ceilings. And whenever he goes and gets it, what he would have met with is seeing the Shaolin Jutsu, which he would write down for later. But he would go on, and he would see a swirl on it, which he remembers as a kid. He would become a ninja, and he would see all the chunins and jonins with this swirl on it. And he would read the words Uzumaki clan. He would further looking on, wonder if he has some ties to him. And it would first show the description of Uzumaki. Then it would go on to the hidden secrets with it. But on the hidden secrets, it would have another mark of Uzumaki. Look through the page, and it would end after 10 or so or 20 feet later of the scroll. And he would look at this, and he would read, only Uzumakis are allowed to see this, to pay tribute to them. And this is whenever it would explain how to unlock it. And Naruto would bite his thumb, and he would have put his thumb on it. What would happen? A puff of smoke would happen, and it would show the scrolls popping out. For every foot, there would be a foot-long scroll, foot-width scroll, which would be the same size as the scroll of secrets each. But for each one of these, they have different abilities, or different categories, you could say, of the Uzumaki clan, and all that. But since he was Uzumaki, he has been sort of trained. He has all of his taijutsu amped up in this one, and his strength is of course amped up because of his Uzumaki legacy. But he is stronger and faster and has more skills in taijutsu. I would even say he's stronger or more skilled at it than Sasuke right now. And his chakra control has been trained since he is Uzumaki and the Nine Tails holder. But yeah, he would take these scrolls, and the 3rd Hokage sees this, but he can't do nothing about it since he can't read the scrolls anyway. And it is technically owned by Naruto, since he is the only known alive Uzumaki. There might be more, but this is his birthright, he thinks. So he would let him keep it and not say anything about it and let him grow on his own. But during the rest of the time, Naruto would master the Shadow Clone Jutsu or Bochi-no Jutsu. And he would have better ability of this, and he would have more chakra to use it, and more stamina. So whenever the whole Haruka thing would happen, he would do the same thing, and he would say, "I'll beat you 10,000 times over again." Same multi-shadow clone jutsu, summoning 10,000 Narutos, which would be stronger and more skilled at fighting, which would probably hurt Mizuki even worse than it already was. But Naruto would go return the scroll, and he would become a genin. But during, I'll say, the month before being assigned and all that, and they're going over everything to put them in different categories and all that of groups, Naruto would look to the scrolls, which first scroll he would see is taijutsu, ninjutsu, sealings, genjutsus. What's 1, 2, 3, 4? Fifth one, summoning jutsus. Sixth one would be what's summoning? Oh yeah, summoning. And what else was it? Let me think. So then the next ones would be, I figured out what I wrote down. I looked for the paper. So I think I had Genjutsu, Taijutsu, Genjutsu, Ninjutsu, summoning, Gekigenkais, relics. That's just the history of the Uzumaki clan. Specialty weapons. What else? I had something else. Oh yeah, forbidden arts. So, in this, for his trucker nature, since the Uzumaki are from the whirlwind, but whirlpool, he most likely would have water, lightning from his father, because I think Minato did have lightning, and I want to give him fire to spice it up. Hot tamales. But yeah. So, these are his 4 natures. And this one, he would have all 4 of these. And there would be jutsus based off of wind, lightning, and water, but not many fire, which there would be in the scroll of summoning, which he would train a little bit for to summon chakra papers, which he would learn he has these 4 elements, which it's rare to have this many elements, and the Uzumaki were naturally gifted, is what they say in them. But first off, he would go to the most familiar thing he knows, and that is taijutsu. His taijutsu skills would improve a lot his speed, and in this he would learn about sealings in the process, since the Uzumaki were gifted sealers. He would learn about these things called gravity seals and weight tags. With abilities he's had, he cannot make gravity seals yet, which if you apply themselves, it would end up across your chest instead of your back, where normally it would be putted, but he knows he can make a Shadow Clone Jutsu to use it. So he would make weight tags, that what it does is that it multiplies the weight of anything he wears. So what he would wear is 50-pound shoes, 50-pound weighted vests, and weighted ankle stuff, and these would take the mark of the Uzumaki, and depending on how much he wants to put into it, but he has a multiplier of 3, or no, he would just wear this first off, the weighted clothes normally, Then he'll put the tag-ons, making everything 100. 200 on his arm, or 200 on both arms added together, 200 on both legs. And the chest would probably be heavier, so 200 on his chest. Which, while training like this, he would be breaking his bones, probably, from overusing them. But he would recover quicker than any normal ninja. He learned taijutsu skills of the Uzumaki, which are probably more of a brawler type, to me at least. But I will say there is a special jutsu, a taijutsu that he learns in the forbidden area, and this is the deadly taijutsu. It aims toward joints, and it does aim for fatal punches. He learns the death screw punch, which this punch can be one-shot kill if it's used correctly. But if it can also, people can recover from it. What he does, he punches somebody directly at the heart, which if it's done correctly, or if somebody's ridiculously good at it, it can either bust the heart open, stop it, or stop it for a brief moment. But he has not learned how to use this correctly, since it can only be known if you can use it correctly if you use it against the opponent. So this is what taijutsu he would learn. This is when after learning this, he would just work on this, and he thinks that he should learn some jutsus and all that. But he would have barely any luck. He would learn the Uzumaki style of combining two chakra natures together almost perfectly, using both of them at the same time and all that. They would be mostly using wind and water, so he would have learned how to use water vortex, which is mixed with wind, or I would say twister, and this is combined, and I'll say whirlpool. Whirlpool is a sort of, not like a giant ocean that I used in the past in one of my what ifs, but instead it is a tiny conformed area, which is normally used in a Uzumaki barrier sealing jutsu to contain enemies inside of it. But this is one of the reasons why there's deadly whirlpools around the Uzumaki's old village. His lightning jutsu, which there would be few of them in there, would consist of pretty much just lightning palm, and sort of a ability that was wrote in by the 4th Hokage and all that, which it is told to be used with the Flying Raisen and all that. And Flying Raisen would be put into the Uzumaki section of the book. But this is where all Naruto would know. He wouldn't be ridiculously fast. He would be around, no, cut back that 200 stuff. He has only 100 or 50 on each wrist, and 50 on each leg, and 100 on the chest. I don't want to make him too overly, but I'll say this is not even with the span of the 1 month training. So he would get there, and he would have met Kakashi and all that, and I guess I have to leave it off here. I'm not sure how strong I want to make him. I don't want to make him too strong, but it might happen. I'm not sure. If I come up with the exact weight training I want to give him, I'll tell you in the next one. Goodbye.